Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at ICP, seeing what's going on. We're holding this range fairly well, this 0.236 to the 0 level, but we want to talk a little bit about potential retracements, which is happening right now, Bitcoin pulling back a little bit, and also a potential pivot point here as well on this 0.382 fib level. I feel like that's going to be a solid consideration because we have this more recent low, and then of course the semi-recent low. So this definitely is something I think we're going to be able to see the price action bounce and recover, pending Bitcoin doesn't lose 61,000. Okay, again, a lot of analysis goes with the disclaimer, pending Bitcoin doesn't do X, Y, Z, right? So if Bitcoin can hold its range, 61, 62,000, I'm confident ICP will continue to remain strong and progress higher. Let's take a look at liquidation levels and just quickly note a couple of important factors. We got 8.5 as the upper level, 7.5 is the lower level. We're closer to the upper range, so it would make sense, of course, for that level to be swept. But you got to recognize too, 8.5 is becoming a resistance because there's a lot more liquidation there, right? Now, some people mistake the difference. A liquidation level isn't there because of because it's support. It's there because the other way around, right? So again, it's important to recognize that a lot of support and resistance levels are there, and that's why there's a lot of accumulation of liquidation there, because people feel like the price isn't going to go above or below that. What I'm getting at here, easy way to understand it, is we got a large concentration liquidation on the downside, roughly 82 million at about 7.3. Okay, so 7.3 is kind of that level that we don't want to get down to, because that would be a triple bottom, or effectively just that lower point there. We could lose the bottom if we go that low. Either way, we're a long ways away from that. Just want to throw that out there. I think it's more likely than not we're going to see this upper range about 840 to be retested. Keep in mind, we're in a resistance, or sorry, a support range too, right? It's a pretty big one, but down as low as about 740, upwards of 880. So there's that range that we're in. Until we break free, above or below, we can presume we're going to probably continue to be fairly well range bound, okay? Again, it's just kind of the way that some coins behave. ICP's been very good about maintaining specific ranges and then breaking free from those ranges and going on significant tears. We saw the same thing happen here recently, where the price action was range bound for about 2.5 weeks, went straight down from there. We had prior occasions too where ICP was range bound too, as for example here, and the price just continued to go up, right? So there's long periods of consolidation for this coin, and this is kind of one of those. So just be mindful, we're probably going to be in this range for some time, and the best thing to do is to buy the, sell the top and to buy the bottom. That's basically the concept. Okay, so simple moving averages, we are not looking good. We're not going to be looking good for quite some time. So keep in mind, daily time frame is going to always look pretty poor. Same thing here with the RSI, we're pretty low there. Money flow index is low. Stochastic swinging up, but that's a natural thing that happens when the price action finally bottoms out after being pushed down for so long. So I'm not super sold on that being a strong convergence. And of course, the MACD is trying to converge here too. But once more, similar scenario there where we've been diverging for so long, it just makes sense for the price to want to recover. Okay. So again, relief rally, yes, that makes sense, but I would not expect monumental recovery or return from this coin until we get over $8.80, because that's again a pretty significant support level from before, and now it turned into a resistance. Having said that, we're at 50 in the RSI. 4-hour time frame is letting us know we're losing that momentum. We're potentially going to decrease in value. We can see this resistance level here pretty clear. Multiple attempts to break through that level here. Okay. The good thing is here, the more often we test something, the more likely it is to break. And if we continue to work our way up here, it's a good chance we're going to break to the upside. So I'm confident that this little pattern that we're seeing here forming is a good one, and we should be able to see the price action continue further up from here because of that. Okay. Now again, is it a guarantee? Definitely not. But that's a positive scenario, all things considered. Retesting a resistance level multiple times, you're more likely to go through that than you are the other way around. Okay. Again, there's a lot of liquidation just above $8.40 too. We got to be mindful of that too. So a lot of things here on the 4-hour time frame are not phenomenal, but the pattern itself is good. We're over the 20 and the 50-day SMA tentatively. So at this point, until we lose this ascending trend line, there's no reason to presume the sky is going to fall. You just got to recognize too, though, if Bitcoin does push towards, just say 59,000 or 60K, low 60K range, we will see the old reset button hit on ICP. Most altcoins like to belly flop when Bitcoin pulls back a little bit. You kind of got to get used to that. And it seems like we're having a little bit of that here today. Okay? So the overall sentiment here on altcoins is not strong. Bitcoin dominance is, plateauing, but also increasing in a small way. So it's important to recognize that as well. To summarize here, on the hourly time frame, let's quickly note a couple of things. First of all, with the Ichimoku Cloud, we are no longer, we're no longer free from the lagging span. It's actually below the price action if you zoom in a little bit. The conversion line and the baseline are pretty close together, and being above the cloud, while that's positive, it's not phenomenal. So while we are honoring this ascending trend line, and we're remaining above the 20 and 10, typically the 50-day SMA, unless we close above today's point of control, we probably have no reason to presume it's going to continue. So what I mean by that here is we got a point of control at $8.25. Okay, that's for today and yesterday. We can see the bears held the price action in place at $8.30. So we really need a solid closure at 830, 840 or higher to have any confidence in this progression to get to the upside. If we close below 825 today, it seems more likely than not the price is going to continue lower, concurrent with Bitcoin pulling back as well. So again, not the strongest look here for ICP, but it hasn't truly broken bearish yet either. Okay, so again, we got to kind of wait and see. I know a lot of people are like, well, wait a minute, you're telling me it's going to go up and go down concurrently? What the hell? Why are you saying that? Why don't you tell me a definitive direction? The truth is we don't have that right now. It does look like it wants to shift momentum to the downside, but a lot of it is pending on Bitcoin, right? It also depends on the fact that we want to wait for the daily candlestick to close. So the best circumstance right now for us is to be patient and see what happens first, okay? And it's a trigger point for a lot of people. In fact, I'll probably get a thumbs down or two because I said that. But if you are naive enough to be trading cryptocurrency without understanding proper risk tolerance and understanding that 95% of trading is not trading, then I think you're on the wrong track. Perhaps you need to attend my trading university. I've got an academy, community, and signals group. Check that out, link down below. Also reference Bitunix too. ICP is a phenomenal coin provided on this exchange here. No KYC or VPN required. Mainly wanted to let you know because there's only this offer until the end of the month. Make sure you take advantage of that by using my link to register. If you want to join us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, now TikTok and YouTube Shorts, check it out as well. It's all there for you. But I do hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much again for your time. Oh, very last thing too. Thanks again for the awesome feedback from my community. I want to say congrats again on this here. Caspa, 3 days, 33%. Bitcoin, 21 hours, 30%. We took some nice longs here in that most recent dip after we shorted Bitcoin from 67,000 to 59,000 for a roughly 70% profit. Thanks again so much, folks. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you again soon. Take care.